Hey man, it's good to see everybody. Get those notebooks. We going in today, y'all. We going in today. We going in today. We crunching toes today, y'all. We crunching toes today, y'all. I got the woman on the line today, y'all. Let's go. I'm ready. I'm so excited. I got a few minutes with her. She's a busy lady, and we going in today, y'all. I gotta text Mama the link so she can tune in. It's good to be here. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing all right. It is just good for us to be here. Y'all come on here, get those notebooks, get those, as we say in the church, get them hymn books and Bibles ready. Let's go. Let's go. Let's count down.
I say this with love because I have realized some truths. I am not intimidating. You're intimidated. There's a difference. I don't take up too much space. You're just used to people playing small. My inner light is not too bright. You're just used to dimming your own. I am not mean nor aggressive. I am honest and assertive, and that makes you uncomfortable. And I do not make you uncomfortable. My presence challenges your comfort. All of that is yours. I will not be less for you to feel better about yourself. Own your stuff.
Well, good morning, everybody. Listen, I had to fly our guest in this morning all the way from California. She's in the green room. We are hyped. She is a phenomenal woman. Now, for all of you detractors of social media and TikTok, it is bringing some wonderful people my way. Come on, somebody. Excuse my manners. Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Sim, host of the Dr. Sim Daily Show. Hey, Mama. Hey, Troy. Hey, Miss Vanessa. Hey, everybody. Hey, Wilma. Hey, Shalonda. Hey, Sister Maddie. Hey, everybody. So I don't forget anybody. But we got a great guest line today. I'm going to play a quick clip of her from TikTok. And she's a phenomenal woman, guys. I've just known her for a few hours, but she is phenomenal. When I say she's awesome, she puts the capital A in awesome. Y'all hold tight. We're about to sit down with Shaleea Venney. Hold on, I'm going to play a clip from her, y'all. Hold on. There she is.
Let's talk about prizes because I keep hearing so many women saying, I'm the prize, he's got to come to me, he's got to pay, he's got to do this, I'm not sharing the load, it's got to be him, he's got to be the provider, he's got to. That's fine. I do understand that as women, we are the prize. He that finds a wife finds a good thing, sure. But don't get so caught up in your prize and your value that you forget the fact that your man has value too, that you forget the fact that your man is also a prize. And if you don't believe me, then ask all these women how much they're looking for a good man. So don't get it twisted and put yourself on a pedestal that you're so much above him and that you're higher than him or that your value is higher than his, because you are a team. And if you are a true prize, you are someone who's ready to reciprocate. You don't mind splitting the bill. When we go out to dinner, I'll take out my wallet and pay. I take my man out. I spoil my man. I buy him something. It goes both ways. A true prize is a helpmate. So know the difference between a prize and a price, because some of you guys are not prizes. You're a price. And if you are a prize, don't be the booby prize.
Well, good morning again, everybody. I have with me, all the way from California, Shaleea Venney. Good morning, young lady. How you doing?
I'm so blessed. Thank you. How are you this morning?
Listen, the only way I could be better if I was a Venney. well, listen, just kind of introduce yourself to everybody. You and I in the elevator, and we've met for the very first time. What's your 2-minute introduction to Dr. Sims?
I am Shaleea Venney. I am a 4-time best-selling author. I am the CEO of Venney Grow Inc. I am the host of the podcast Grow Which Way. I am a master certified life coach. I have so many titles. What do I do? I'm also a nurse. I'm busy.
I couldn't see that. That's really phenomenal, young lady. So let's kind of start here. How long you been married?
We have been married now for 12 years. I've been with my husband for 20 years, literally since we were kids.
Wow. Yeah. So why didn't you get married 20 years ago versus 12 years ago?
Well, so the thing is, I've been with my husband since I was 14 years old. So okay. I always knew that I wanted to marry my husband.
Wow.
But I knew that I wanted to get married. I just didn't want to get divorced. So, I ended up getting married. I think I was 20, 21, something like that when we got married. So we just kind of waited to become legal before we said I do.
Well, That's such a love story. I love it. So when did your marriage really get good to you? I mean, y'all been together now for a long time, but when did you come into the knowledge that he was your husband?
Yeah. So, people always look at our story and they're like, oh, how
Oh,
beautiful, how amazing. Oh, hearts. And I'm like, no, it was like broke ever after, sad ever after, lonely ever
wow.
after. We've had some trials. We didn't just start off all roses. And so it took a little time for him to, come on aboard, come on around, get it
Understand, understand,
together.
understand.
But no, he's always had the same, spirit of, he's just kind. He's just a wonderful human. But God had to bring him along a little bit.
Yeah, but that the clay in the hand of the pot is real, huh?
Yes, yes. I was like, God, I need you to mow faster. Come on.
That's awesome. That's
But no,
awesome.
it's been mostly good.
Mostly good. You know what? We love love, and I wanna ask this question.
Mhm.
I want to ask this question. What's the temperature of the women of this generation? What, as a woman, what kind of grade would you give women today?
Ooh. I think an overwhelming majority of women nowadays are looking at love as more of a partnership, not even a partnership anymore. They're looking at it as an opportunity. I'm seeing, I don't know if it's the social media that has women,
Right.
thinking differently or, expecting things differently. But a lot of women are looking at relationships like, what
That's
can you
good.
do for me? I'm the prize.
Wow.
A lot of women have placed themselves on a pedestal, which there's nothing wrong with that. We are queens. I understand that.
Right.
But women have oftentimes forgotten that our men are valuable too. Our men matter too. It's always,
That's a good
what
point.
can they do for us?
That's a
And
good
so
point.
I noticed that that's really, really a trend, even with my life coach clients, that I'm seeing more and more often. We want men to be traditional and, pay all the bills, take care of us, do this, do that. But then we want to be equal at the same time.
You,
But then we don't want to be traditional women either. Like, I'm not cooking, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. I don't have time. So I feel sorry for some of the men. That's like, what do you
hello.
want from us?
I saw you baking an apple pie. I was about to call DoorDash and see if you delivered. Do you believe that, and this is going to be one of the tenets in my webinar, that's wifey right there. The way to a man's heart is still through his stomach. We expect our wife to cook. I'm traditional. I'm traditional. I expect the woman in my life that claims me and I claim her to cook. How fundamental is that? Do you agree or disagree?
I mean, I'm very old school, so I'm all about like cooking for him. I do a lot of stuff for my husband, but definitely cooking. I feel like it's not like people act like it's such a big deal. I'm going above and beyond, and for me, it's like the bare minimum. Like I'm like,
Right.
I get joy making him a nice meal or baking for him or whatever. It makes me happy.
It man, and I love. Okay, help us with this. Because again, we traditional again. So explain to the ladies, because again, I'm gonna talk about this in the webinar on the 26th. In your estimation, what does the word submission mean, and how do you carry it? How do you define submission to this current generation of women? What does it mean for a wife to submit to her husband?
Oh, this is something that we talk about a lot. For me, like a lot of women are afraid of this word and feel like I'm going to be beneath him. And it's really not. Submission to me is really total trust. Do you trust the
Boom.
man by the way, that you have chosen?
No, say that again louder for the people
Like,
on the back. Say that louder.
Do you trust the man that you have chosen to lead your family? Now, make it clear, ladies. Us submitting to them by no means takes away anything from us. We also matter. It says that he should submit to us as well. We submit, he submits. It's a partnership. It's a team. But it's giving your husband the reins to lead this family and to trust him and to follow suit with him. I mean, he is the head of the house. But remember now, he can't turn the head without his neck.
Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord.
but really, it's just trusting your spouse. Submission is just total trust.
And so in that definition, in that vein, okay, so in that vein, let's go with that. Let's unpack that. So why is it so hard for women to trust men? Why is it so hard?
I think that a lot of women have been scarred and hurt and traumatized by some men. I can totally understand that. You know, all men are not good men, just like all women aren't good women. And so they have these walls up, and it's hard to trust anyone. And I'm supposed to just relinquish everything to you and follow you, but you haven't given me anything to follow. Because in order to be a leader, you have to be a leader. Like, I can't follow you if you're not. But then there are some women who also just don't want to. They even have someone that could lead, but they're so independent, and they've gotten so used to doing everything for themselves that it's hard for them to relinquish that control.
You know, and
so it kind of goes both ways.
Yeah, and I like what you said in one of your TikToks. A lot of people, women, men also, approach relationship and commitment like it's a business. Why cannot we look at love, relationship, marriage as a business? What's the danger of looking at a relationship as a business proposition?
I personally do not agree with looking at your relationship as a business, simply because, like, I have a business and I have a marriage. Let me tell you, these dynamics are definitely not the same.
Right.
If you are going in, like women specifically, you're going in looking for someone that has money, can take care of you, all of these things. Okay, that's all fine and well. But the real bottom line is, do you like your spouse? Because
Shaleea, thank you. Where's love? Where is love, Shaleea?
Where is the love? You know, you got to have something with holding on and staying in there because you don't like it. So I think that you have to have a solid foundation as friends, and someone that you actually look up to, you admire, you genuinely like. Because you'll be surprised how many people are married to folks that they don't really like. They just stay around for the kids, the money, the bag, the house, whatever.
Yeah. You know, help us with this. One of the things I'm going to say in the my webinar, that's wifey right there. One of the things I'm going to say out of the gate, number one, stop dating. I'm telling single ladies, stop dating. Dating and courting are not the same thing. Do you agree or disagree with my statement? Because I'm going to go on a limb, because I've researched this already, and I watched about 5 videos from ladies telling women how to prepare to be a wife. And I have not heard this, so I think I'm going to have a very unpopular opinion. I believe women should stop dating immediately. Why is dating and courting not the same thing?
Well, a lot of women are going out on dates and they're not requiring any sort of a commitment or any real intentions from the person that they are seeing. They are simply going on dates, sometimes just to get fed, just to eat. Some women are jumping into the bedroom the first time they meet someone. It's all about the flesh, you know, the lust, what you can do for me, all of these things that are very superficial at the end of the day. And then you hear women saying, well, how come I can't find anything real? And how come I don't have, you know, someone who's, intentional about me and who really wants to be with me?
Right.
But it's because you're not being intentional and you're not setting standards for that person. Because if you really want someone who is real, you're going to act accordingly. And just being there and let me give you the goods right now and let me show you what I'm working with, that's not anything real. You need to take time to actually get to know someone if you want something real. You say, oh God, I see what you're doing for everybody else, but you can do this for yourself if you would just take time, be patient, and really, I'm sorry, ladies, but you need to take sex off the table. You really do.
Say it loud. Say it loud.
You really do. Like, and I've told the men this too. A lot of men, how do I find my queen? Stop having sex with everyone. Stop having sex with everyone. Sex is a sacred energy exchange, and you shouldn't be exchanging that with just everybody. You wonder why you're feeling the way you feel. Take some time and just step back and actually get to know someone. If all they wanted was that, they're going to leave. I promise you.
Hello.
So you really have something to work on and to stand on going forward if you would just take sex off the table.
Wow.
I can't even address that question without saying that.
You know what? Thank you, Shaleea. Good morning again, everybody. Hey, Shalonda. Hey, Dr. Troy. Hey, Miss Vanessa. Hey, Mama. Hey, everybody. I'm with Shaleea Venney, a great friend of mine. She's a public figure. She's an award-winning author. She's an international speaker. She's a CEO. She's a nurse manager, if you will. She handles 3 areas, and she's just a phenomenal woman. I saw this on TikTok the other day, Shaleea. And this young man, I think he's a public figure, he's an entertainer, and he said he pays for sex. He pays for it without playing no games, and he's upfront about it. He pays for sex, and a lot of people gave him a hard time about that. But again, it goes back to your earlier word, intention. So that begs the question: if you're gonna put that word intentional at the net for an alley-oop for me, I'm going to ask you this. So are women really wanting to be in relationships as much as they claim?
Ooh, that's a tough one, and I think this goes both ways for women and for men, because I really believe, okay, you guys don't kill me, but this is what I'm seeing, okay? I think that some people really don't want to be in a relationship. They just like the idea of love, and because you see people traveling and they with their bae and they living their best life, and oh, I want to be like that. I want to be posting on social media and all these things, because a lot of people want the love, but not the work that it takes to sustain it.
You bet. So this generation.
I'm telling you, it's like, everyone is like such an instant microwavable society now. If your spouse says something or does something, oh, next, swipe left. And it doesn't work that way, because sometimes you can replace the body, but not the soul, not the spirit of that person. And we're so quick to just replace someone and just move on to the next person. And then we wonder why we're alone. But if you really wanted someone and you were really serious about a relationship, then you would do the work. Because children run off and throw tantrums when something doesn't work out for them. So I really am starting to believe that people don't want to be in a relationship. We just want the highlights, the highlight reel.
We want the trailer. We don't want the movie. We want the trailer.
Let me just show you off, okay, that was fun, next, and it just doesn't work that way.
Let me ask you this. So that being said, love is hard, and I put out on social media, love is hard, especially when it's a person you settle for, When did your relationship with your Adam, your Boaz, your man, when did your relationship really take a turn for the better? When did the light bulb come on for you and Mr. Venney?
The light bulb came on for him when he got out of his flesh. I will say that. I feel like, we were young when we got together. We're not so good. And until he was able to fully submit to God, a lot of people are kind of gray.
That's good.
Gray. You're either black or you white. There's no shades of gray in the middle. And so until he really got to the point where, I'm going to stand by what God is telling me. I'm going to get out of the world more and do what God has called me to do, to lead this family, because I don't want to lose this woman. That's when things change for the better.
That is good.
I don't want to say it like that, but, sometimes they'll see you as, oh, maybe I can replace you, or maybe, I don't know if okay. When he got to the point where he saw me as, you know what, she might really leave me. She don't have to be here.
Yeah, right. So wait, that being said, unpack. So did you give him an ultimatum? What made you stay with him until he got there? Did you tell him, hey, bruh?
I did. Yeah. You have to be stern. I stood up to him on multiple occasions, just different things that he's gone through in his life. And, I'm like, listen, I'm here with you. I will stand by you because I have taken vows to you. I'm not going to just throw in the towel because things have gotten difficult.
Wow.
But you need to get it together. Like, we need to get on the same page, on the same wavelength, and we need to stand together or not at all. And if this is not what you want, then let me know. And then we can separate if that's what needs to happen. But I don't want that to happen. So I didn't really, force him. I just gave him the opportunity to make a decision. And it wasn't what he said. It was, what are you going to do? You need to show me. And he did.
That is so. And you love him today more today than you did 20 years ago.
I absolutely do. Yeah.
Whew, this is good, y'all. This is good.
We are best friends. Like, the way that he looks at me, like, after all these years, the way that he looks at me now in a way that he's never looked at me before. It's people are like, how is this possible? Like, we are so connected at the hip. It's ridiculous.
So what's your advice to these single ladies today? Because like I said, I'm going in on this webinar because and those are the two strong points I'm going to stress. And the main thing I'm going to stress is intentionality. If you want what you say you want, To your point earlier, you're going to do the work. So what's your advice to these ladies today? What you want to tell them?
So, to my ladies today, if you are now, I know some of you are saying you don't want to be with anyone, all these things.
Okay.
But if you are someone that wants to be with someone, stop looking for him. I want you to focus on yourself right now.
There, come on.
Make yourself better. A lot of women have always been questioning, what was Sierra's? Also, she prayed for herself. She did her work. She healed from her trauma, from her issues, from everything that was hindering her from being great. When you start to work on yourself and to elevate yourself, your mood, you feeding yourself right, your mind, your body, everything shifts.
That's good. That's good.
God's best. Only when you are God's best. So if you want something real, be real. Don't be a nickel out here looking for a dime. Like,
you bet.
Get yourself ready, and then you'll attract what you seek. And when
that's good.
Pray with him, pray for him, talk to God about it, make sure it's the right thing, but don't rush it. Let things happen the way they're supposed to, so that you are able to see those red flags or anything that is not of God or that you are not looking for.
This is good.
Just take your time and find out who this man is. Don't just jump right in the bedroom or give him what you think he needs. Let him find you and to lead you the way he needs to. Because if a man wants you, he's going to show you.
That good. Girl, how you get to be so smart?
Life.
So, but you know what? Did you grow up with your grandparents?
I did.
Okay. See, I know you got such a
you got else too. Yeah, I didn't even realize like everything happens for a reason. Because when I first started out in nursing, I worked in geriatric medicine, which is working with the elderly people. And when I tell you, like, I'm one of those people, I love old people.
Right.
So I go and sit down and I talk to them, and you will learn so much about life. Like, you'll see the people that just played around, the people that got married, the people that were serious. You'll see how that ends up later on in life, and it'll teach you. It'll humble you like crazy.
That's good. That is good. So what's next for you, Miss Shaleea? What's next on the agenda for you?
I have a few things in the works that I'm going to be announcing soon. I've got a couple of celebrities that have reached out to me to work with them.
Okay.
So I'll be doing some things with them that I'll be announcing soon. Still speaking all over the place.
Good.
I have another book coming out, a relationship book that's called Relationship Woes. Because everyone's always, relationship goals. No, we're going to talk about the woes of the relationship for both men and women. So
that's good.
I'm working on a few things.
Well, so just thank you for accepting the invitation. I was when I reached out to you, you were like, yes, Dr. Sims, I'll be on your show. I was like, hey. Well, I'm excited for you and your husband. And what's his name?
His name is Kenny.
I'm happy, excited for you and your husband. Much success to you. May the Lord continue to expand your territory. And if you ever need me on your platform, just reach out to me. Absolutely. I would love to return the favor. And just thank you for being a light shining in these dark times. And just continuing on your trajectory. And we appreciate you, okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Bye, everyone.
See y'all later. Well, listen, y'all, we got to run to a quick break, and that was such an awesome interview. And ladies, she said it. She's a lady like you guys are. She said it. You need to talk to your girlfriends. How serious are you? How much do you want to be in a relationship? But anyway, we're finna run to a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Hey now, if you'd like to donate today to the Dr. Walter Sims Show, please donate at Cash App, $Walter H. Sims. Yes, that's Cash App, $WALTERHSIMS. That's Cash App, $Walter H. Sims.
You know me?
Huh?
You know me?
Yes.
You know me?
Yes.
You know me?
What's love got to do with everything? I said this the other day. I'm going to say it again. Single ladies, we just talked about it with Shaleea. Single ladies, stop dating immediately. You've been on enough dates. You have been on enough dates. You need to stop. You want Mr. Right. You want Boaz. You want Adam. And do you know Ruth did not pray for Boaz, but she did manifest Boaz? She did work on herself first. Y'all listen to this clip. I pulled this together the other day. I'm getting ready to do a webinar on August 26th. For all the single ladies that you know, send them this way. And I need you to ask the single ladies in your life that's whining, complaining, they looking for a good man, they want a good man, they ready to be in a relationship, they're ready for a family, they want some babies. Send them this way. How serious are you? Listen to this clip. Hey guys, I'm Dr. Sims, America's #1 personal development expert and relationship coach. Watch this clip from this young lady. She just sent out a 911.
This is my last ditch effort. Where can I find men? Good men? Do you guys still even exist? I don't get it. I'm very kind and loyal and honest and sweet and take relationships very seriously. And I'm 27. I want to get married. And I want to have kids. And I want to start a beautiful life, but I don't know how to make that happen.
Hello there, young lady. I'm Dr. Sims. Listen, there are a few things that you need to do immediately. I'm going to be doing a webinar on That's Wifey right there to give some single ladies some tips on how to attract the man of your dreams. I got you. It is not hopeless. Your situation is not hopeless. But here's a couple of 3 things that you can do immediately that's going to help you. Number 1, stop dating. Stop dating. I know that sounds foreign, and I'm building my webinar, and that piece of advice is not really given. Stop dating. Number 2, be intentional. Let your potential suitors know right out of the gate, I am planning to be married. I want to be married. I want to be someone's wife. I want to be married by such and such date. I want 3 children. I want to live in a house. I want to support my husband. I'm here to be a help suitable for my husband. Be intentional. And number 3, love yourself. You cannot, and I have a book entitled I Declare Love. It is criminal to expect somebody else to love you and you don't love yourself. Love you. Okay? If you do those 3 things right out of the gate, be intentional, stop dating, love you, you're going to be on the right road very quickly. And listen, hope is not lost, young lady. Get in touch with me ASAP. I got you. And remember, if you stay high on life, life is going to stay high on you. And I know this is an unpopular opinion right now, but stop dating. You need to be intentional. That's with anything in life. Because again, that begs the question, what do you really want? Get off those dating sites. Thank you. Thank you. Get off those dating sites. Stop. eHarmony, Matchmaker.com, plentyoffish.com, christianmingle.com. Stop. Time out. The Bible describes women in 2 lanes. Maybe the same lane, but 2 adjectives. Wife and mother. Well, 3, a help suitable, a help meet, a help suitable in the Hebrew, a help suitable, a help prepared for her husband. You are our support system. Okay. Now you can argue, but what do you want? If you just want to be a career dater, if that's a term, if you want to just date and that's all you want to do, fine. But the danger of that is you're going to catch feelings down the line. There's a movie, an old movie, Friends with Benefits. It's on the list. I need to watch that. It's a romantic comedy with Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis. And they agreed, friends with benefits. And for all of you mature people that don't understand that, that means that they'll have relations without being in a relationship. And that's fine. I mean, you define. My issue with a lot of people is that you don't have definition. And that leads to ambiguity. And that's that gray area that a lot of people are operating in. You really don't know. Well, I think they like me. I think we like each other because see, you're being intimate. And so now you mixing up lust and love. Come on now. But anyway, I don't want to give away too much. But just be clear. Let's be clear. What we doing? And in Friends with Benefits, they caught feelings. And by the end of the movie, they were in love with each other. Because they looked up one day and said, I like him. I like her. And so now they done caught feelings. So it's dangerous because people, it begs the question, can men and women just be friends? No, absolutely not. I totally know men and women cannot be friends. Hello. Men and women cannot be friends because you're not mature enough. If you're not mature enough, you can't be. And I have female colleagues and acquaintances all day long. And I shared with one of my colleagues, said, listen, we're not going to cross this line. This line we're not going to cross because I like the spiritual connection over the physical all day and twice on Sunday. But everybody's not on that level. So you got to be, ladies, you got to be careful. Very good, men as well, because that dynamic, because it's just a dynamic between men and women that God put in us and between us. It's just a dynamic, that erotic love. Y'all don't hear me. Let's get it on. But anyway, August the 26th, I'm doing a webinar, and I challenge you to challenge your lady friends. If they are really serious about positioning themselves to be a bride, sign up for my webinar. The investment is only $97. That's chicken feed if you're really serious about doing the work. Because one of Kevin Samuel's advocacies, what he advocates is ladies doing work on themselves, therapy. He suggests therapy to everybody he talks to that comes on his show. He advocates therapy. And we as the black community, people of color, we shun having some help. I'm going to Atlanta this weekend, Shalonda. I'm going to Atlanta this weekend to mentor somebody, to help somebody that's in a bad way. Okay? But what kind of work are you doing? And that's that's number 4. Self-help. That's the 4th point I'm gonna make in my webinar. What kind of person development are you doing? You need to work on yourself. How can somebody broken help somebody else that's broken? 2 broke people hooking up. You just got a broke mess. You feel me? Oh, we got a long way to go, y'all. But hey, we on our way. Amen. Okay, listen to this quick commercial. And again, we'll be right back. Hey, Liz, how has it been to have me as your life coach?
It's been a life-changing experience, honestly, Dr. Sims. Since I first met you on Periscope or watched you, you always brought a smile to my life and helped me through the darkest times and helped me learn the methods that would improve my life. I've had a lot of issues over the years with, mental health issues, depression, anxiety, relationship issues, things like that. And I've worked with so many different people, psychologists, psychiatrists, and there's nothing that's been more impactful and made a difference in my life than your coaching has.
Oh, thank you. Do you suggest that people that need a life coach reach out to me?
Yes. Like I said, I hit so many dead ends working with psychologists and even like different, cognitive therapy, different types of techniques. And I have not seen any results from all of that work in over so many years until I finally started working with you. And it's changed my life.
Amen. Thank you. Hey, Liz, what would you say the biggest thing that you have learned working with a life coach?
The biggest thing is to be honest. You have to trust your life coach 100%. And that means being honest with him or them and yourself. And you have to do the homework. No one's going to change it for you. They're there to guide you. They're your coach. They will show you the way. It's up to you to make the change and be honest and trust yourself, trust your coach, and trust the process.
Did I ever tell you what to do?
No. You helped me come to the realization on my own and guided me in a way that made me feel comfortable with the decision and knowing what I have to do inside myself.
Oh, that's good. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
Everybody ought to have one or all of my books, and all you got to do is go to drwaltersims.com/books. One of the ones I'm going to advocate in the webinar is I Declare Love, the one that's on the far right, your left. If you look at the screen, far right, I Declare Love. You have to love yourself. What did Shaleea say? You have to love yourself. I'm working on book number 7 right now. You got to love yourself. And that book right at my head, We Are Engaged Now What? That's my premarital coaching workbook. You have to love yourself. If you don't love yourself, it is criminal to expect somebody else to do something for you you're not doing for yourself. All right. I'm so excited, y'all. I am really, really excited. Thank y'all for being here. Next week, we got some great guests lined up next week. I am so excited for next week. We got a worship leader coming and a pastor who believes in singing love songs to the Lord. But anyway, next week is going to be so good. I am so excited. Tonight, I'm going to be on, I'm preparing a podcast with Danny Cook. She's been on here a couple of times and she'll be on again later in this month. I'm going to get her to be on later on this month. But tonight, about 8:30, and I may put it on here. We coming on tonight preparing for a podcast with Danny Cook. So I'm really excited about that. And we're, again, talking about purpose, living on purpose. But anyway, thank you for your support. And don't forget this. You're there on, if you're watching me on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. DrWalterSims.tv. You're there on my YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe button. We right at 505 subscribers on YouTube. Yay. And I believe that we say good stuff. We have a good show. We put our church on here as well. And I believe we're doing a great work. And I believe we offer a whole lot of value for people. So share my YouTube channel with your followers and invite them to subscribe and turn that bell notification on so you'll know when I go live. So we doing what we can do. We're sharpening our piece of iron every day. We're encouraging people, and that makes me feel good. And so we need your support on a daily. And thank you for being here. I don't take it for granted. I love each and every one of you, and I hope you have a great weekend. We'll be here Sunday morning. I'll be in Atlanta Sunday preaching from the Lord's Church in Atlanta, Georgia, Norcross, Georgia, with Pastor Joe Jackson. I'm excited about that. Whose report are you going to believe? Whose voice you listening to? Everything's going to be all right. Keep your head up. I know it's a lot going on, but keep your head up. And remember, if you stay high on life, life is going to stay high on you.
Hey now, if you'd like to donate today to the Dr. Walter Sims Show, please donate at Cash App, $Walter H. Sims. Yes, that's Cash App, $WalterHSIMS. That's Cash App, $Walter H.